So we're gonna use buckwheat today. Has anyone used buckwheat before? Yeah, okay. So buckwheat is common ground, more common ground. You'll find it in buckwheat pancakes, soba noodles, those Japanese dark noodles. Those are made with buckwheat flour. So it's very quick. Boiling water, you add half a cup of the buckwheat grain to 1 cup of water. So it's a 2-to-1 conversion. And cover it with a lid, low heat, simmer 12 minutes. Fast, 12 minutes, and that's it. And I would not go more than that, otherwise it starts to get a little mushy, it breaks down a little bit. So 12 minutes and you have this, really, really nice, beautiful tasting grain, fantastic warm. We're gonna make a nice cold salad with it. So 12 minutes, I cooked it ahead of time, saved you the excitement of
watching grains
cooking buckwheat. So buckwheat into a bowl, and then we're gonna make, again, you can dress this however you want. We're gonna make a really nice carrot pesto. I figured, for the cold pestos, basil isn't the greatest at this time of year. They bring some imported, but carrots
so we're
are
doing
fantastic.
Carrot instead, and a beautiful
Delicious.
color to add
Really
to the
nice
dish.
and sweet, yeah. So I grated some carrot. That's gonna be the main sort of component of this pesto. And you can either do this by hand, you can chop it up, or just grate everything. If you have a food processor, it's just a lot faster. So I'm gonna add a clove of garlic. We'll go easy on you guys today. I think we gave you like 40 cloves last week. A few sun-dried tomatoes, just like 3 sun-dried tomatoes in there. And we'll put an onion. And I'm just gonna put a raw onion. I'll take the peel off and sort of just roughly chop it and throw it in there. This will give it, a really nice flavor. A little bit of that onion heat, I guess, because it's raw. And you can, you don't have to put that in if you don't want. And I'm gonna give this a quick pulse just to break down some of these ingredients first, because I want these a little bit smaller. So just switch and then up. I don't want like a paste, but you can see how it's pretty much broken down. You can see in the video there. Now I'm gonna add the rest of my ingredients. So I've got my grated carrot, and I have this is about like 2 medium carrots in there. These pestos are like, there's so much give. I mean, if it's 1 carrot, 2 carrots, it's not gonna ruin the recipe. And if you make that much more, you can always freeze it after.
It's a great one to pop into your little ice cube trays
Yeah.
and keep it in your freezer for when you need to add some flavor to a soup or another recipe.
Parsley, any fresh herb you want in there. Then we're gonna add a little bit of acidity. So I've got a lemon, and again, we're gonna use the whole thing. So we'll take our rasp and we'll get that zest off. The zest of the lemon has more of a perfumey lemon smell. All those concentrated oils are in there. So I mean, as soon as you start zesting, Christy's getting lemon aroma.
It's making my stomach make noises. It's very most appetizing smell of all. And you're not getting all the acidity of the lemon juice, which is great.
Exactly. And we'll squeeze. So the whole lemon goes in, just a small pinch of salt. We're gonna add a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Again, which it might seem like a lot. You're not eating this entire, that would be crazy if you ate this entire thing of pesto. There you go. It's a good oil.
Healthy fats.
And we're gonna finish pulsing it.
Great question.
So again, I don't want to make this into a sort of mush or a paste. I just want to pulse it just a few times, just to get the carrots mixed in with all the rest of the ingredients. I sort of like that texture as well. So beautiful color. Smells really, really nice. And we're gonna add, for the recipe, you can add about half of this. Again, it's mostly carrots and parsley and onion and sun-dried tomato. There's only a little bit of oil, so if you wanted more, taste it. If you want more of that pesto, add more of that pesto. I think the colors are really nice. I have, and then again, you can add some lettuce. I have some, this is just purple radicchio. Not everyone's a fan of radicchio, but I think it's nice. The color looks really nice as well.
You could add some sliced bell peppers, you know, your favorite winter grain, whatever you like.
And that's it. And then just toss it up with the grain. Now, the longer this sits, like most grains, the longer it sits, the grains themselves will start to absorb some of the flavor, some of the dressing from whatever you put in there. So you can refrigerate this. This will be good the day of. This will be even better the next day.
How long will this last if we don't eat it all in one sitting?
I mean, generally, in the refrigerator, I would say 3 to 4 days. I probably wouldn't go beyond that. And
beautiful.
if you want to add, this is really nice sort of side salad. I have some farmer's cheese here, which is like a dry cottage cheese. You can find like Spanish queso fresco. There's some different ones. They have different levels of sodium. Feta, the queso fresco will be a little higher in sodium, a little higher in fat. You can find just regular cottage cheese, which is low in fat, low in sodium, and has a ton of protein for like a quarter cup.
Very protein
Yes.
rich.
And that's it. Like I said, this is probably good for about 4 servings, 5 servings, but it'll last you a few days. So you can make it ahead of time. Really nice sort of winter salad. Hearty salad. That's it. There's our buckwheat salad with carrot pesto.
Beautiful.